Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watson. Dixon, complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go. Let's do it. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. On the move to his left. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Mayfield's going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the interception, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Mayfield on play action. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early byes and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Breaks a tackle. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Watson now to throw, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the 50, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Jack with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go with Chubb on second down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. On first down, it's Watson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain at 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now Watson on third and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
The Texans send the punter out. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
57, Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. Mayfield is going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Well, we can get to the 3rd quarter now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He completes this one to Mack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Foreman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw again on second down. Watson, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And an alley to run. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play fake, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Watson on first down. Dixon, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second down, Foreman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Get ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a bounce.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And this will be a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Mayfield. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. It's caught by OBJ. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd and a couple. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step us into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It costs them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
47-18. Let's go, D. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Keep playing hard.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins champ.